everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today I have this week's F1 news update. Nope, there is no Grand Prix this weekend. Instead, there is one next weekend in Japan. But, what do we have to go over this week? Well, not an incredible amount. In fact, there's only two things, really. So, let's hop into them, because they're actually pretty big. Despite the fact there's only two bits of information, they're huge. So, firstly, something that we kind of all saw coming from the moment the Chinese Grand Prix ended in Shanghai. Liam Lawson, after only 2 races, is no longer a Red Bull driver. Instead, he has been demoted back down to V-Carb, but in his place is Yuki Tsunoda. Now, this move has become very controversial, because there are a lot of people who think Liam should have been given more time. However, there are also a lot of people who think Yuki Tsunoda should have had that seat in the first place. And I see both points, because we know that Yuki Tsunoda has been in the Red Bull family for a long time, and has been a Formula 1 driver for a long time as well, since 2021. Liam Lawson has only done 11 races in the V-Carb of last year and the AlphaTauri of 2023. So that was 5 races in 2023 and 6 in 2024. One could argue that's not really enough time to get yourself ready for a Red Bull. However, Yuki does indeed have that experience needed to do well in the Red Bull, hopefully. Again, there is no guarantees that this will work out. For Yuki's sake, I hope it does, because he has proven himself in that V-Carb / AlphaTauri time and time again. Will it work out in the Red Bull, though? Who's to say? There's no way to know until the Japanese Grand Prix next weekend, and then the rest of the season. Now, on to the other piece of information from this week. We have had the first trailer for F1 25. Yep, the newest installment in the F1 video game series has been revealed, and there was a lot of information in this trailer. For example, they are moving away from the previous gen consoles, so we are getting them just on PS5, an Xbox X, and Xbox S. And I assume Steam as well, but PS4 and Xbox One no longer supported, which means a huge graphical jump for these games, no doubt. I have no doubt that the graphics jump in these games is going to be immense. Now, a few other bits of information about this game. Well, we have seen a few liveries from this game, including the new Connosport liveries. And for those of you who don't know, Connosport is the fictitious Formula 1 team from the Breaking Point stories of F1 2021. No, F1 23. Connosport didn't exist in F1 21. However, in 2023, it became a team, and they are returning once again for the third part of Breaking Point, quite aptly titled Breaking Point 3. And I haven't actually played the first 2 story modes, although I have seen playthroughs of them, and they did look pretty good. And I am definitely picking up this game, and I'm definitely going to be trying out that story mode. Now, we have also heard about a Lewis Hamilton edition, which I think was called the Icons edition, and also you're going to be able to play as F3 drivers for the first time, which is pretty exciting. Obviously in addition to F2 drivers, but F3 drivers will be now included in the game's roster of potential drivers for your My Team career mode. Now, as for one other major bit of information, if you pre-order the Icon edition of this game, you will get the Apex GP cars. And for those of you who don't know what those are, the Apex GP team is the fictitious team from the new F1 movie, releasing in July. So this game will come out just before the film, and it will actually include races based on the film, so that's pretty exciting, and I'm really looking forward to that. But it doesn't look as if in this game you'll be able to play as yourself, because now in My Team Career mode, you will instead own the team and hire 2 drivers. Now, the interesting bit here is that you can switch which driver you play as each race. So say if you have Lewis Hamilton and, I don't know if he's going to be in the game this time, but let's put him in, Ayrton Senna, you could play as Lewis in one race, and then the next race, you could switch over to Ayrton. By the way, what a combo that would be! Oh my god. I really hope they do include some old drivers, but I did also see a few weeks ago a leak from the game showcasing the 2020 Mercedes. So could classic cars be coming back as well, as a part of the Icons edition maybe? I don't know. That may have been a false leak, but that's just something I saw, so I'll keep you all updated. Anyway though, that's going to do it for this very, well, actually kind of long F1 news update, so please, like the vid, subscribe to my Nine Rock Sounds channel, so her link is down in the description. My sub button is down there, please click those, and the bell icons to get both sets of our notifications. Comment as well, because why not let me know what you think of everything I've talked about this week, and, well, yeah, just let me know what your thoughts are on anything that I've talked about. Once you've done that too, please follow me on my social medias. They'll be in the link tree in the description. Below that is going to be Roxanne's website, and lastly, please do share the vid with all of your friends so they can join the infinite loop of liking, subscribing, commenting, following, and sharing, and around and around and around that loop. And I'll see you all tomorrow with another video. Goodbye!